Kings last season, they had a hard time against this team, both at home and on the road.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Van Vliet. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
That's the urgency of Fred Van Vliet on the drive that really gets the defense off kilter. They don't get much of a chance to react with this guy.
Pass to Powell. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. First quarter of play, a minute in. Barnes a screen. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Got a piece of it. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now Trent. Oh, McGee with the block. Irving for three. Here's Doncic. Goes back up. And the bucket is good from Powell in deep.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Siakam gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay. Well, you think about the 2021 sign and trade of Kyle Lowry over to Miami. That truly was the signal that Fred Van Vliet is the undisputed leader of the Toronto Raptors. It is a role, guys, he has embraced thoroughly.
Here's Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now here's Van Vliet. 15 in his last outing. And again, no good by Toronto. Van Vliet, he fully took over point guard duties.
Yeah, his playing time really increased. Van Vliet becoming one of the league leaders, in fact, in minutes, guys. But more than that, Van Vliet's new role has him more vocal, taking on so much responsibility for his organization.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
This guy is as difficult to cover as there is in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, the master at drawing contact.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And Toronto calls time here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Inside. And stolen by Irving. And he's all alone. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got his second bucket on the night. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Dallas.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Flynn. Pass to Banton. Back to Flynn. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for your Raptors, Koloko, taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Now here's Irving. Give him 8 points now. On the wing, Irving. Launches it. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And Toronto calls time here. Raptors making a switch here. "32 seconds left in the first quarter here. To halt the run. VanVleet misses.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
At the line for the Mavericks, Reggie Bullock.
That free throw no good. And the second free throw is good. On offense, here come the Raptors. It's a 14-point game. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
And so it's Dallas now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
The Mavericks, 21. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
At this stage of the season, it's not unheard of to see teams lose steam. Doris, how do coaches keep their teams motivated for the second half of the year?
I think one thing quality NBA coaches do is they emphasize an NBA regular season is a marathon, not a sprint. Whether you are winning or losing, you're always building the foundation of your program. Do you have good defensive habits? Do you share the basketball? Are you committed to winning? Are you about your teammates? So much goes into success.
And he drives in. Powell's shot is off.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Trent. The kick out to VanVleet. The three. That's his fifth miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far. Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Here's the second effort. And he takes it up and lays it in. Doncic has got 7 points here in the quarter.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Here's Van Vliet. Drives to the hoop. Trent for three. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. And the basket by Birch. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
For three, Hardaway. It's good on the putback. McGee's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Siakam the screen. Back to Flynn. Siakam outside. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ben. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And, yep, it's good. Doncic has got 18.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Boy, if Boucher is nearby, I'd be hearing footsteps if I was a shooter. This guy can erase some shots with that length. Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year. Well, he's got to be embarrassed for attempting that one. You got to think twice about that next time.
Back to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
Irving for three. Siakam pulls down the board.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
And Siakam with the slam.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Blocked. And now the Raptors on the break. Pass to Birch. Outside for Boucher. Back to Birch. Here's Van Vliet. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
And that concludes the first half. Mavericks ahead, up by 10. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game.
One of the things I love the most about the success of the Toronto Raptors is how much the game of basketball has grown over the 25 years. let's remember, there was a very lukewarm reception when they first arrived. But boy, have they made Toronto a basketball hotbed.
Pass to Barnes. Shakes him. And it's laid in by Van Vliet. He's got 9.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
And remember, basketball was invented by a Canadian, Dr. Naismith. And the first ever NBA game, back in 1946, was played here in Toronto.
That's a fact, BA, that I don't think casual fans really know. It took 73 years for the first NBA Finals game to be played in Canada, but basketball has taken root, and boy, you can see and feel the impact of that throughout the NBA.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going, he's impossible to slow down.
And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, B.A. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if his shot isn't there.
That free throw good from Irving.
What fascinates me about Kyrie Irving, clearly he is one of the most skilled guards to ever play. Ask his counterparts, other NBA players, who their favorite basketball player is, who the most complete player is, the answer will be Kyrie Irving. That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Pass to Siakam. There's the triple. And he can't get that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
McGee a screen. Here's Irving. That shot is off. Van Vliet with some nice D. And again, about Kyrie Irving, we really are witnessing one of the best point guards to play the game, Doris.
BA, one of the best scoring guards we have ever seen. His handle is elite. It gives you some sense of how much the position has evolved. Point guards almost must score as much as they facilitate.
So both teams changing it up here. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is where you have to stay calm and execute.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Hardaway's shot is good.
Wow, the big-time range is evident from Hardaway Jr. Go ahead, send it in.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Pass to Flynn. It's Barnes on the wing. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Now here's Bertans. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Here's Flynn. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Flynn's got his first points of the night.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
And they recover it. Powell sets a screen. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Green. Down low. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Soft touch off the glass. 1:02 left in the third. Fires top of the key. Stolen by Van Vliet. It's stolen. To the middle. Ntilikina. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Barnes. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Driving in. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Bullock. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
It's deflected.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Trent.
JaVale McGee.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They're
The Mavericks, 42.
fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Toronto trailing. Driving to the basket. Pass to Trent. Barnes in the post.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Both free throws good from Barnes.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Basket counts. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And Siakam with the slam.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Ntilikina misses. Pass to Barnes. Here's Achua. Powell with a steal. Here's Irving. Going inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
Boy, how about the speed at which Kyrie Irving comes at you on the drive? This is why he's able to draw so many fouls.
And you know, you felt this coming ever since summer league. The idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
6 to shoot. Barnes. Here's Van Vliet. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that ties it up.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Irving for three. Connects from downtown. Irving's got 20 points.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. From behind the arc. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Barnes has got 9 points in the quarter.
Scotty Barnes, big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
And that one's good. Irving.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
Pass to Trent. For three. And the Raptors, another three.
Gary Trent Jr. has been fearless since the moment he stepped into the NBA. How about that big-time bucket?
Right side, Hardaway. Fires the three. Offensive board.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
And here's Van Vliet. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks leading. Irving for three. He buries it from three. 26 points for him.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Launches a three. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Not going to go that time.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Oh, McGee with the block. Here's Powell. Takes it inside. And Powell with the stuff.
Now, Powell is fantastic at finishing off the drive, wanting to power it down every time.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Flynn. A three off the inbound. Bullock puts it in. Here's Irving. 4-3. From deep. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
que llega visita, qué familia tan... Ay, qué oso. La familia bola de chismosos que con tanto rezo y rebozo no se les quita lo envidioso. Pa' acabarla la hacen de toso, le echan un poco.